Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and committee. I'm Stefan Didak, and for over 27 years, I was a two-pack-a-day smoker until I switched to a safer alternative, a vapor product. As a result, I'm not inhaling harmful tobacco smoke all day or sharing secondhand smoke with others around me. I'm also here today as the co-president of the Northern California chapter of SVADA, the Smoke-Free Alternatives Trade Association, and I'm here today to represent both the Northern and Southern chapters in the capacity of one of its unpaid volunteers. For the record, I have never taken any payment from either the industry I represent or any tobacco companies. I'm here to represent over 110 small businesses in the state, small, often family-owned businesses who do not have nor ever had any ties with big tobacco companies. We're greatly concerned with SB140 because it seeks a classification of vapor products as tobacco within the context of California's Stake Act. This change in statute is troublesome and is entirely inappropriate given the fact that at the federal level, the FDA has recognized and stated that regulation under the Family Smoking and Tobacco Control Act of 2009 is inappropriate and not proportional to the harm caused. On the other hand, the Stake Act was enacted to address the blatant lies and death and disease caused by big tobacco, a wholly different product and industry than the one that has pioneered the vapor market and given rise to hundreds of independent businesses in California. Just imagine how many jobs those have created and continue to create. Regulating tobacco products is a direct response to the known harms they cause, whereas vapor products do not contain tobacco and have been determined by experts to be at least 95% less harmful. Mitch Zeller, the director of the Center for Tobacco Products at the FDA, has stated publicly that for smokers unable or unwilling to quit, vapor products are the preferred alternative. Derek Yak, the international healthcare policy analyst who led the World Health Organization's Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, has agreed. Smoking kills and nicotine does not. And furthermore, he has come out to say that electronic cigarettes are far less harmful than smoking. Regulation, classification, and treatment of vapor products should be approached from a position of endeavoring to protect the public health from death and disease caused by combusted tobacco, rather than paving the way for taxation, regulation, and operational burdens for vapor products, such that adult smokers are no longer incentivized to switch to an alternative. Yet, SB140 goes as far as to prevent sampling of products in vapor stores, which is similar to not allowing you to try on shoes before you buy them. We support age restriction and already age-verify customers, as well as participate in the Age2Vape age verification program. Beyond being extremely unfavorable to businesses and consumers, SB140 seeks to ensure adult consumers continue smoking combusted cigarettes through its well-intentioned but exceedingly misguided requirements. SB140 in its current form would lead to a plethora of unintended consequences that we strongly believe Senator Leno is unaware of. Therefore, we are hopeful that Senator Leno will consider amending the bill to ensure it does not become unenforceable and overreaching regulation. As currently drafted, however, we respectfully request that you vote no on the bill. Thank you.
Thank you. No, please, no public comment. No public noise at this point.
A couple of questions. First, for the author, does your bill prevent an adult from acquiring and using e-cigarettes?
Certainly not. Certainly not. And I'm really a bit shaken by some of what I've heard now, because I know everyone spoke in opposition very sincerely and very intently, and I don't know where they've gotten their misinformation, but this will... Well...
Hold on. First of all, no public comment, and that was totally inappropriate. Sergeant, find out who made that comment. Okay, please leave. That is totally inappropriate.
So if I could please continue. I'm really concerned. I don't know where they got their misinformation. From what I heard, this bill is going to close down vape shops. What I heard is this bill is going to require that those who are still addicted to nicotine, who are now getting it through their vaping, will have to go back to smoking cigarettes. This bill will do nothing of the sort. I also heard that this bill will prohibit vaping in vape shops. It specifically does not. Our bill does not prevent smoking of e-cigarettes in vape lounges. Current law allows for an exemption to smoking in enclosed workplaces for, quote, private smokers' lounges and tobacco shops, such as hookah lounges and cigar bars. This is in the Labor Code section of current law. I'm going to ask the gentleman who brought this to public light that this will prohibit vaping in vape shops to show me where he found that in the bill.
Actually, it's fairly simple. Vape shops are currently not licensed. The tobacco shops and smoking lounges you're referring to, those are under a specific license, which vape shops are not.
So you'll have to be licensed, and you don't want to be regulated or licensed, and that's your argument?
Not specifically in the way that you're seeking it.
Very good. So I do admit that the bill will require licensing.
It will require licensing. It will allow adults to acquire e-cigarettes if they choose to use them.
Of course.